Hi, and good morning, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very busy morning to join me. I really do appreciate it. So far as I know, it's Friday, November something. You feel me? Anyways, I hope that you guys are doing very well. All of a sudden, I just got something in my eye, and this is not a joke. All of these videos are improv, and I don't want to stop talking, and I want to make everyone feel just as comfortable as I can. And honestly, I'm not quite sure how to handle, the whole something in my eye thing, all while our cats here at the apartment are just right in the middle of their day. And so, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Very loud, Little kitties are awesome, but they're so loud. Anyways, I hope that you guys are starting your Friday off well, you feel me? And if it's not Friday, you gotta forgive a guy. I'm just jumping back on the videos, and I made a couple last night. So for all the new people that are joining me, I really appreciate y'all. You feel me? Thanks for finding my page. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for giving me an opportunity to be a part of your life. You feel me? This is sort of like something that I really like doing, and I encourage you to get to know me. Um, or not, I mean, it's at your own risk, you feel me? But all the videos that I've posted in the last few months or so are just below you. And there's a shortage of all the videos I've posted in the last couple of years because real life happens, and I took a job, and they got really mad that I had a YouTube channel with just a couple thousand subscribers. Oh Jesus. Anyways, I can be a pretty outspoken guy, and in fact today I want to talk about why what you wear actually matters, and how vintage isn't even like a vibe anymore so much as it's like, if you don't want to, be unalived from some sort of shady, toxic chemical poisoning, then like it's better to buy a $2 Goodwill 100% cotton t-shirt, and that's not just me talking, you feel me? I mean, I remember reading something recently about how like stars have certain idiosyncrasies and so forth. You feel me? And like the queen bee herself, Beyonce, like so far as I know, she prefers not to even be around anyone that is wearing anything other than 100% cotton. So like there's something to that, you feel me? In that, like, it's not just a way of, feeling about a certain type of fabric that, you're wearing, you feel me? I mean, it's not like biblical canon. It's not like it's an advocating for, linens or whatever. This is something I recently heard. I'm just saying that actually it could quite be a good example of what to wear and how to keep it simple, you feel me? And how like polyester and nylon and all these other different kinds of fabric are, like, in and of itself extremely bad. Like, one might even argue they're toxic in the long term, you feel me? And I mean, yeah, it's like that, you know you spend a certain amount out of time in the sun and everything, and again, you've seen what the sun does to different colored t-shirts and so forth. It fades them and everything, and that color's got to go somewhere. I mean, I don't know, that's like a stupid example. I'm just saying that I do, in my own opinion, think that what you wear matters, in that, like, what it's made of absolutely will impact you. At least that would be my guess, right? Over the period of your whole entire life. And I don't know. I'm kind of nerdy about it. I mean, for example, it's been like a decade since I've had like the same towels, just because I used to find them at thrift stores and like 100% cotton or whatever. And if you find Polo Ralph Lauren branded towels that are vintage at the thrift store, those are like the best towels that you can get, just because they're 100% cotton, and like, I know it doesn't look like it because I have really bad complexion, and I'm almost 40 years old and break out like I'm just 11. But that's just the reality of what it is. I can imagine that's probably why I had such bad problems. That's why probably, like, I have really sensitive skin, you feel me? And like, just about a decade ago or so, maybe even a little bit longer, I realized that like the stuff that I was washing my clothes with really mattered, just because, again, I'm kind of a little skin simp, you know? It's like anything and everything that touches my skin is potentially extremely bad for me. And I'm not allergic to anything, not so far as I know. You feel me? It's not at all like that. And that could be a bad thing, you know? So I'm grateful that it's not like that. And I feel bad for people that have those types of things, you feel me? But, like, again, I just wonder how many health problems can be alleviated just by simply making better clothes and not, feeding people Timu garbage to put on their skin over the course of their life. Like, I don't think it's a good idea, So yeah, I think that what you wear matters, in that it's really not about vibe anymore so much as that it's about your life, and not just the quality of your life, but like maybe even perhaps the duration of your life. So yeah, that's kind of a big deal. I'm just saying. And anyways, I just think that all of those things are true about clothes. Haven't you guys ever thought about this? Like, and the other thing is too is like, socks are a big thing. You feel me? And I don't believe in wearing socks. Like, I hate wearing shoes. I really do. And I used to be like a sneakerhead. And moreover, when I do wear shoes, yeah, I'm a little metro, you feel me? If I had it my way, yeah, and like money, and I wasn't a loser, and I had good steady income, I'd be rocking some sick kicks, like for sure, for sure. When I was wearing shoes, I think that'd be kind of cool. I've gotten a few girls just because of my shoes, I mean, this is a thing for all of us single guys out there, It's sort of like one of the things that can make us just that little bit more outstanding than the next dude. And I don't know. I think one of the women that I'm just saying, like, it's happened once to me. Jesus Christ. Anyways, I really feel like it's important that you consider what you put on your body, just because it definitely and should matter, no matter what, like, they say. And I say they in that, like, it's just, the way the world is right now. It's highly incentivized. How many good clothes have been, like, wasted, I mean, in terms of just, like, good quality clothes. Like, not just garbage Timu stuff, but, like, legit good stuff. And I mean, that's why the thrift stores, again, like, they're a wonderful example. Some of those t-shirts have probably been thrifted in and out of thrift stores for like decades, And I'm just saying that, like, the longevity alone in and of that, like, simple fact should let you know that, yeah, it could be a little strange at first, going into the thrift store looking for higher quality things at a cheaper price than it is to go to your local department store and, buy brand new things that are made out of synthetic fiber. I mean, I don't know, again, I mean, I'm just not the guy, I guess, to unequivocally, like, postulate these kinds of things. But if I were, I would just be telling everybody to not wear things that aren't cotton or that aren't, like, natural fibers. I just am reading all these things about how Henry Ford had the whole hemp car production lined up from, like, farm to table, I mean, Jesus, 100 years ago, some neo-Nazi guy, forgive me, right? Because I am an American at heart, but I do not support Henry Ford and or his support for the Nazi Party, in the time that we were going through that whole World War II thing or whatever. Again, I'm always going to think to myself about how Rupert Murdoch's son has publicly come out, or not publicly, but I've talked about this before, and it's a big deal to me, because there are people that matter in the world that have a lot of influence, and obviously it's definitely not me, but there are people out there that do, you know what I mean? And, like, those people, it's important that they get the credit where the credit is due. And yeah, I just applaud the guy for making a bold and very valid statement in that there's no such thing as a good Nazi, I mean, so there can't be, like, just from that conclusion, a good, like, there can't be a good fascist, you feel me? Like, it's just not a thing. Like, it's not a thing. Like, I don't know. There's no good Nazis and there aren't any good fascists. And again, like, that's just the way that it is. Inherently, these very hateful ideologies lead to a lot more trouble and cause many more problems than the kinds of solutions that they offer. for the current and or existing problems that they're not only a part of creating but a part of maintaining, and yeah, that's a big deal. You feel me? I mean, it is a violation of trying to get things done in a good and positive way, but we were talking about how what you wear matters, and that's all that I got for you this morning. We reached 10 minutes, and that's great. I hope that you guys are gonna have an awesome Friday. I'm kind of coming at you this morning kind of early too, because I'm kind of not feeling, like I can't get over this. Last night I came back on the channel and, I guess for the record, let me get out of character here. Oh my god, sometimes it feels like I don't know the difference. Anyways, going back to what I was saying, and again, I try to make this, like, visually different, you feel me? I mean, the tone of my voice might not change, but, like, the thought in my mind of where I'm going with what I'm saying definitely does, you feel me? And it's definitely meant to be conveyed in a different way. And again, so last night I came back on the channel, and this morning was day number 2 that I woke up with, like little to no pain in my mouth. For about 5 weeks I was waking up, I wasn't really sleeping, for being completely honest, but when I was, you feel me, as a result of all the medication that I was taking. And it's not like I went and seen a doctor and they prescribed me with medication. I was telling my roommate, you feel me, I was like, dude, I kind of almost overdid it, like, last month, in terms of just, I don't ever really take OTCs, you feel me, or anything at all like that. But last month, I was kind of throwing Hail Marys all over the place just to try to get my mouth to stop being in so much pain. And that's just sad truth of what happened. But woke up this morning and I actually have to work today, and that was not expected. I did not know that I was going to have to work until last night or whatever. And so obviously super grateful for the opportunity each and every single time I go to work. This has been like going on 4 months now doing the same thing, and I'm very grateful for that. And I'm hoping that the hopeless romantic in me is gonna continue to do this kind of thing and see it through and do all the things that I've now set my mind to do. And I think that's where it's going. I know that's where it's going. I just think that it was tough. What I think is that it was really tough the last month or whatever. And anyways, it's something that I wanted to get on camera here early this morning before I got back home from work and looked even worse than I do now, if that can be imagined. And also with just a little bit more energy, just because, again, this is like a whole brand new thing for me, and essentially I have not felt like this at all in any way, shape, or at all, since like the beginning of August. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to feel a little bit more normal than I have been, so I really, again, appreciate y'all for joining me here, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I hope that you guys continue to smash that subscribe button and hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, share my channel to whoever you want to share it to, haters included, you know what I mean? I mean, no such thing as bad publicity, especially at this point, you feel me? God, like, it's, this is what I've chosen to do, and I have just a few regrets, just sort of like the idea that I can't really have a good job without potentially ever getting in trouble, and not just because it's something that like I'm doing that's like immoral or wrong in and of itself, unless, I guess, telling the truth and being completely honest about how the world is some sort of like crime. I guess it kind of is, I guess. Truth isn't really incentivized, but I do my best, right? I aspire to set that bar as low as possible, and I appreciate y'all joining me as I do that in my own personal life. You feel me? We all have different goals and different strokes for different folks. So I hope that you guys have a really awesome day. Thank you again for joining me. I look forward to coming back on the channel later and giving you a rundown on how my day was and talking about other cool things that we talk about here. Like nothing, this is kind of a whole vibe. And so I hope that you guys have a wonderful Friday. Go out, and have the best Friday that you possibly can. And I mean that, I say it every day, and I try to wish y'all good luck, and I'm just sort of like trying to give you guys some positive energy. I'm trying to share all of this this stupid energy. I mean, can you imagine, like, seriously, that, like, I've actually slept next to people and they've had to wake up next to me like this, you know? Super hyper. And definitely a morning person. So I gotta end this video now. I actually gotta get on over to work. I hope that you guys have a really awesome day. Be safe, and we'll see everyone later. All right, bye.